Here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Oh, that's right. Good evening, everybody. It's Friday night in the Big Sky, but we're going to start over in Wyoming today. A picture that come to us from Jennifer Acker Woods. And think about you got that fire out there. You know, the one out there by, I think it's something Hook. I can't remember the fire by Wyoming. What's it called? You guys remember? Fish Hawk fire, yeah. You can see the smoky skies are there. One of the nice things about the wildfires this time of year, it really creates some spectacular sunsets when you see the sun glistening off some of the smoke there. Unfortunately, it has a rather high price to pay in order to get those sunsets. I like this shot here, too. This is from Todd Higbee. This is what do you call it? I gotta love the Bambis. There's one there, another little one there. It's kind of cool looking shot. Here's the way things are shaping up Billings right now. I like this shot here. Look at the wet streets out there. Yeah, it's a little shiny out there. Temperature's a little cool right now. We're at 62 degrees. We do have some light rain in the area. Winds are out of the west now at about 13 miles per hour. And as you'll see here, a high temp today, 73 degrees. Normal high 78. The record 97. Back in 1980, the record low was 36. Back in 1956, when it comes to precipitation, well, we've not measured anything yet, but just the raindrops have just now come together on the streets of Billings. So we'll probably get a little bit more. Don't have too much up at the airport. So here's where we sit for the month of September. Here we are 6 days in, and we still are starting to fall a little bit farther behind. We're still at 1392 for the year, but still we're ahead of normal in that department. And as you'll see around the rest of the state, our current temperatures generally into the 50s and 60s out in the west. Across the high line, 50s and 60s there. You see 66 over at Sheridan, 62 in Billings. Hot spot right now, 69 over at the Miles City. They've been hot all day. That's the hot spot in the entire state. 88 was their reported high today, 81 over in Jordan. Elsewhere, you see 87 in Worland. In the far west, we only got into the 70s there today. And as you'll notice, our thunderstorm outlook for today shows isolated thunder showers now for tomorrow, extended over into the southeast quarter of the state. And I think here in the Billings area, we're not going to see much in the way of rain showers. Maybe that's what we'll see, just rain, not thunder showers, and all that stuff will be reserved over here for the southeast corner of Montana. Right now, Doppler radar shows you light rain showers moving in here in the Billings area. By Missoula, some heavier showers there, and all that stuff making its way across much of Montana. This is the end of this first wave of moisture. There's another wave moving in, going to come in probably sometime in the next day or so. It's starting to develop here, and it'll eventually push its way into our neck of the woods. So let me show you what's going to happen. At the surface, we have all the showers here, high pressure pushing moisture into the west, low pressure cell here pushing moisture into the east. They both come together and we just get some good rain showers right in the central part of the state. By tomorrow morning, looks like the moisture starts drying up in the western part of the state, but still in the east. It still wraps around the east and really comes from east and starts shooting out west throughout most of the day on Saturday. And then watch this, low pressure cell here in the Great Basin area. That starts getting some moisture with it, and eventually by the time Sunday evening gets here, that starts slinging more moisture into western Montana, and the whole thing starts spreading towards the east. So how much rain we're going to get out of it? I think here in the Billings area over the weekend, about a quarter inch. Same thing over at Bozeman, about a third of an inch at Livingston. But look back here in the northeast. Look at this, over an inch of rain over at Glasgow and over in Glendive. A lot of heavy rain in that area. Now tonight our temps will cool back down to the 40s and 50s out west. Back here in the east again, mostly into the 50s, although White Sulphur Springs will be 49 degrees. Scattered rain showers continue tonight. Then for tomorrow, back into the 50s, 60s, some 70s again in south central and eastern Montana. Out in the west, 50s, I should say 70s and 80s out there with mostly sunny skies around the Missoula area. But for Billings, 57 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy skies, a good 70% chance for more rain tonight. And then for tomorrow, we'll stay into the 70s right on through Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Good chance of rain all three of those days. Keep it into the 60s and 70s as we finish up next week. And once again, a chance of rain showers from Saturday right on to Friday. Let's go back to the desk.